Hey, folks, Quilly King here, and welcome to another Monday Dyson Sphere program live stream. How's it going, everybody? Hey, Marvin Burker, thanks for the resub. We got a resub from Great Udolph as well. Who else was in here? Gandalf Beard. Just the beard, nothing else, just the beard. Jabberwocky's got a resub for 13 months and says, I hope you've been able to sleep better. Insomnia is no fun. It's better last night. So hopefully, I mean, yeah, it's been very annoying. Trying to cut back on caffeine. Yesterday, I took the entire afternoon. I was like, okay, I'm not going to be on the computer. I'm going to change things. Actually spent 4 hours making dim sum. Which I'm never doing again. That was way too much work. I made summer rolls and I made little steamed dumplings, 3 different kinds. I did a vegetarian tofu one, I did a pork one, I did shrimp. And yeah, it took so freaking long. I'm never doing it again. But I was hoping, hey, Arturian, thank you. Gotta start the stream the correct way. Thank you very much. But I was hoping that like that much time in the kitchen, standing up, working would tire me out. And yeah, 9 o'clock at night, I was like, passing out. I was like, this is great. Went to bed. Still was up until like 2 o'clock in the morning. But that's still an improvement. I don't know. So hopefully I can stay focused here. I'm hyped. I'm excited to play some Dyson Sphere program. I'm just hoping that the brain works enough to, wire things correctly. We'll see how that works out. Still waiting for the Quill Cuisine channel to appear. Yeah, if this whole video game things, if it turns out video games just a fad, we'll switch over to a cooking channel. Quill, is the planet dark because of your Dyson Sphere, or is it because it's boring nighttime? It is nighttime currently. I actually thought I was going to be closer to sunrise because I thought it was going to be a very dramatic thing. Looks like we got about 80 seconds left of nighttime, if the counting is correct at the bottom there. I noticed it says summer zone. That's interesting. I guess it's based on your axial tilt and what part of the orbit you're at, something like that. Stay focused, play DSP, who are you and what you did to Quill. So after the last stream, so last Wednesday after the stream, I actually, and honestly, it was the start of like insomnia period, because I played like 12 more hours of Dyson Sphere program of this save. I haven't advanced anything. I haven't touched any more science. I haven't done anything new, but I had gone through and decided, you know what? I'm gonna take some off stream time and just scale up some of the production stuff. Because, I was trying, for the sake of the stream, trying to keep things, we're trying to get away with doing as little as possible, so that we could sort of progress forward and stuff. But it was like, okay, it's time. Something has got to be scaled up. Which is why you're seeing a lot more interplanetary logistics systems in the background over here. In fact, there's a good number of them all over the planet. What I've gone and done, since we had tech now, is I've gone and made these little pods of production areas for various goods, just so I wouldn't have to worry about like carting things over. I don't know if this was the most efficient way of doing it, but it was a heck of a lot of fun. Oh, there we go. There's the sunrise. Didn't realize I was turned the wrong way. There. Pew, 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 pew. Quick, attack the sun. There we are. Like that. So yeah, if we come over here, you see like a bunch of these little arrays where I just have one of these interstellar logistics things, take in some inputs to produce something, and then spit the output back out. And there's a bunch of these that basically match that pattern all over the place, just to try to get some more of these more advanced things producing up. Some of them can be linked into a pair of things, but a lot of them are just like single purpose, the input things to make one kind of resource. So you can see this chain kind of repeated over and over and over again, like this. And then because I knew when we were going to set up the next thing, so we got 2 new sciences to set up. We got purple and green to set up. Rhinoceros Max was not having the equatorial belt of sun guns, 0-10, but it was actually recommended to me to not be right on the equator, because they can't fire straight up. They have a maximum sort of tilt, and so I mean, it sort of doesn't matter, I guess, because the advantage of the equator, you can fit more on. I guess that was it. You can fit more on the equator, but by being 30 degrees-ish off, the ones that you have are going to be firing more regularly in theory, although maybe there's not as much surface area. I don't know. I don't know. I think you could fit less guns in this ring, but they fire more often. Of course, you can always just have more than one ring, right? Looks so much cooler. It does look cool. On the other hand, I have to admit, I did hate it when you're in like a dayside segment and like there's some guns over here firing and there's some guns over here firing and there's some guns in the middle just like standing there looking stupid. Now we don't have the guns in the middle standing there looking stupid, right? So we got that. I had to add more guns. This all sort of started after the stream when I realized, oh yeah, there's not quite as much, there's not as many solar sails as needed for the inputs that we got set up. So I'm like, oh, I should scale that up. Okay, well, you know what? If I'm starting to scale things up, I'll just do a few of those. So I've got a few of these little sections here that are making the solar sails and sort of re-injecting. I think I've got like 3 areas because there's these 2, and I think I've got 1 more area over here making solar sails, although this one apparently is standing idle. They gotta stretch this out some more, which makes sense. Actually, a bunch of times, like in the nighttime sections, there's this little backlog that happens. In fact, what might be time to do is just to take this line and wrap it around the planet so that we never end up with like a backlog here and a shortage somewhere else, because they're gonna keep feeding into things, so we'll see. Putting a gun on the moon is suboptimal because of eclipse, and that's true too. But our starting planet was on the moon. What I could do is I could set this up on, I don't know if like positionally things matter, but like we could put it on Sriracha Sprout over here. Like it's quite close to where the Dyson sphere is. Or I could put it out on Gakras 4, which we've never even visited this ice planet. Does distance affect the power transit for your Dyson sphere and your wireless receivers? Because I know for solar power, it makes a difference, but I don't know if it does for the wireless receivers. But anyway, in any case, pew 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 seems to be working okay. Don't think so? Nope. Okay. Set up a second ring at 90-degree offset to the existing swarm ring, and that's the other thing to consider, right? I'm actually curious, is there a limit to how many solar sails you can have in one orbit, or do people make multiple rings just because it looks cool? That I don't know. I don't think I've looked up like a single thing on the wiki. Everything has just been like chat conversations, which is one of the reasons why with doing things in between streams was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do things we've already done and just expanded. Cool. I got 2 separate answers to the question. Rhino says diminishing returns, and Birdwing says it just looks cool. Was the optimized memory? Oh, so this is just purely internal stuff, probably because of early access stuff. Has to do with the way that like literally internally in code, the memory is handled for the Dyson sphere rings and things like that, with like array allocations and stuff. So nothing to worry about over here. All right, where am I? There I am. Yeah, memory cleanup processes and things is all it comes down to. So not very relevant. Anyway, I'm kind of eager to go forward in science because currently I believe that I let things run. I think there's literally nothing I can research right now until we unlock new science, because the only 2 blue things in the list here for tech is wave function interference, which needs purple, and planetary ionosphere utilization, which needs green. So we don't have either one of those established currently. And then for the upgrades, I believe the situation's the same. Purple, purple. Kind of wish it didn't zoom in when I clicked on these. Purple, purple. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the situation. Oh, no. Sorter cargo. Hold on. Let me activate that. There we are. I missed one. Darn it. Yeah, there we go. And everything else needs a science tech we haven't unlocked yet. I was a mistake. There's no limit to the output of a single ring. Okay. So it is literally just cosmetic. I mean, logic says, yes, you're right. It would eventually fill in if you really, like, could pump out an infinite number of solar sails, but I guess there's still sort of gaps and things in there. Ba, 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 ba. Bohr atomic model rings when quill. So let's go and do the science. Now, because of how, like, because we've got the interstellar logistics stations available to ourselves, I suspect the thing to do is I can just make another one of my little pods and probably just start producing that science. If I get it near where actual labs are that absorb the science. I love the way this looks at night still. Like, at first when I was putting it down, I'm like, I know this is probably silly, but, you know, it was the easiest way to route it over here before we had the bots. I'm never getting rid of this. I love the glow of these 2 lines in the darkness. Just wonderful. So yeah, we ultimately have to feed that in over here. Now, there's definitely not enough room to add production here. I mean, if I blew up a bunch of stuff, we might be able to have some local production for it. I'm like, nah, that's fine. So what we're gonna do... I'm sorry, do you not have power? Oh, that's interesting. I mean, you weren't in use yet, but... Let me clean up a wee bit over here and just get this to line up to the end. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw down... and I mean, really all I need is a planetary one, I suppose, for this. Unless we're making the sides somewhere else. I've just been putting the Interstellar ones everywhere because what if? Future-proof. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. If you could upgrade from one to the other, then I would do it, but apparently you can't, even though they have the same footprint, and people said it's probably because the amount of space that you need between these structures, the planetaries and the Interstellars, is maybe a little different, so you can't just upgrade. Yeah, no, I mean, you can't. We tested it, right? Because I could, like, if I try to put this guy down, it's like, great, it's down. And then if I try to use the upgrade button on it, no go, which is a little disappointing. But yeah. So what the heck, I'm gonna put down the Interstellar one to start off with, because we can. So, we're gonna do this. Oh yeah, and I do like the high capacity belts now, but this section definitely won't need it, so I'm gonna use some of my last Mark 1 sitting around over here to do this. We're going to...
It's whiskey and chocolate!
Click on this. Oh, whiskey and chocolate. The second one. No. Hang on 1 second. And... whoops. Just get this down over here. I'm just using the Mark II spray coaters everywhere. We never did anything with the Mark 1s, and I don't know if I'm going to switch to Mark 3s, just because I think everything needs the same type. I know every component has to be sprayed. Does it all have to be sprayed with the same type? Because then what I have to do is I'd have to go back to every single one of my little logistic distributors here and switch every single one to a Mark III, which seems annoying and bad. Dude, where is my cat? Thank you very much for that. You made me buy the game, and now I'm looking for my cat in space, between spaces. Thank you. I was trying to think of some sort of space-related cat pun, and I can't find one. I mean, for dogs, there's like Sirius, right? Which is Orion's dog. Is there a space cat pun or reference? It only applies to the lowest common of all ingredients. Okay, yeah. Nyan cat? I mean, kinda, yeah, I guess. Okay. Oh, and you'll need some Go Juice as well. So what we're going to be requesting here... All right, I guess don't even have the tech unlock for the green yet. Purple clearly leads to that. So clearly this is going to be... We are going to be demanding purple cubes. And for most of the places where I have a demand, I put some sort of lower limit. But here, I'm just going to ask for, like, maximum whatever. There's a Cat's Eye Nebula. There it is. There it is. Okay, so now we have to make purple somewhere. So, I mean, close-ish is fine, but the fact that these little, I can't remember if these are drones or bots. I think these are drones? Can't remember which order they're in, but they accelerate as they move, so, like, distance isn't a huge deal, but we'll try to go closer-ish, because it's still better, but, Lost for all time, thank you very much! Cheers to you! I'm sorry, this is not whiskey, it's just club soda, just bubbly water. Hey Quill, long-time lurker, first-time donator. If you're taking whiskey recommendations, ooh, I am. Kilbrin is a fantastic Irish if you can get your hands on it. It's also glad to see you back in DSP. Favorite streamer, favorite game equals serotonin. Kilbrin, hold on. While we're thinking about it, lcbo.ca. That is the Liquor Control Board of Ontario. That's where we buy our boozles. Our liquor, where we buy liquor in Ontario is literally we go to a physical place called the LCBO. And there's also a place called the Beer Store. Because creative naming. Kilbrin. No! It does not exist. At least on this website. Dang! Oh, I guess I'll just have to go to Ireland and grab it there. Our boozles, yes, our little boozles. Hey, Alco! Thanks for all the RimWorld streams, videos. Went and bought RimWorld on GOG since on sale. Whoa, there's a RimWorld sale on GOG? Oh, that's crazy cool. That's crazy cool. Downside. No Steam Workshop integration for mods? Right? Which would be unfortunate. I mean, you can manually install mods and things. Ooh, I don't like it. I like the one where there's no decor there. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's get purple. There might be enough room here. I actually have a blueprint that I was using for my ILS builder blueprint. There's some shite in the way. Yeah, one thing that's weird with these blueprints, it doesn't turn. So if I try to click here, this is not a valid place for blueprint because there's stuff in the way. But it doesn't tell you that until you click. Then it's like, oh wait, hold on, no, it's collides. And it's like, okay, you can't tell me that when I'm mousing around. Saying it would be nice. Since when does this game have blueprints? Rhino, I don't know. I don't think it was the latest update. I think it's been for a while, like a year or more. Okay, and then very quickly, what I needed to do is a blueprinted version of this that didn't actually have anything set. But I didn't, and I've been too lazy to redo my blueprint ever since. So every time I place down, I have to quickly like undo the demand for the Interstellar station. Okay. Oh, right. And it's going to be different because we're not doing assembly machines either. Oh, and my blueprint has freaking the yellow belts in them, which I no longer even request. I might want to make a change on that. Maybe it's time to redo the blueprint. You know what? Well, and what I'm going to be doing isn't really following it anyway. All right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to go ahead and delete those lines. And yeah, I got to delete all of this. Because yeah, we're not using those types of buildings anyway. That was a mistake. I didn't actually want to get rid of this, but I guess it's fine. Can I? Well, that's too bad. I always forget you can't put the splitter on an existing line, but it would be nice if you could still like smush things in there, you know, in a sort of now kith kind of way. Ooh, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to. There we go. Okay. Didn't know if I'd be able to get that in there. Okay, so you are requesting the Mark IIs. That's great. But yeah, I'll just go and use my Mark II conveyor belts here. And, well, yeah, it's some distance over here. We'll have to set a production. Yeah, I guess I probably... So we have to make the purples in the Matrix lab. Okay, which I don't have being built automatically, which I think is fine. Because we haven't done this in ages. It was so nice. I finally got to the point where, like, I was basically doing everything smart, you know, where everything was being built by these buildings, but and do a short job on these. So I'm gonna want 12 of these. Perfect. No, actually probably more than that. Don't use Mark II's future. Well, that's such a short little route. Where was it? Here. Then I don't need much. I'm not gonna be blueprinting this. If I was blueprinting this at this point, I would Mark III it all. And get everything properly genericized and make it. But I'm using these things. Now, what do you actually need to make a purple cube? Oh, you only need two things. You need the fiber optic-y looking thing, the particle broadband, and the orange processors here. Employee of the month. Unlock upgrade, allowing sorters to carry 6 cargo at once. Oh, cool. So we need to request, here he is, particle broadband and the orange processors. And I'm gonna just stockpile no more than 1,000. Even this is a pretty ridiculous number, but it's okay. Hey, I must not be building the particle broadband anywhere. Huh. Because otherwise we'd see in transit immediately. But we don't, so it must not. Huh. All right, that's okay. We'll add that in afterwards. So this isn't even going to need to be very long. Because, yeah, I'm probably just going to have the 3 high stack again. So you... There we go. We're going to do those 2. Excellent. And... yeah, just the Mark 1 sorter is going to be fine here. Actually, I'm going to go at least Mark 2 here, because we are going to be stacking these up. Yeah. Get scrooched together, please. Okay, you can close that. And yeah, we can stack these higher, so I should after, but for now... Underbrain needs more energy. Total power generation of Dyson Sphere reaches 1 gigawatt. What's the Back to the Future amount? Is it like 2.6 gigawatts? Can't remember how many. And by the way, gigawatts is a perfectly prominent pronunciation. We should not make fun of Doc Brown. Arguably, it's what it should be pronounced as. 1.21. There you go. Thank you. Okay, how high can I stack these? It should say something over on this page, right? Lab vertical construction. 13? Okay, well, we'll wait on that. But yeah, we can... Nice to know we can scale up the lab so much. Oh. Wait, the French dub just added 1 for fun? What? 2.21 gigawatt in French. Really? Huh. Alright, let's get our particly broadband going on here. Yeah, see, it complains when it's crossing a tropic, but it doesn't complain. See, here this should not be a legal place, because that's too close. Yeah, it'd be nice if it's sort of highlighted. I think this is going to be too close, too. Yeah. We're fine here. But... let me purge all these blueprints here. And we'll make, or not the blueprints, but the instructions. Clear. We're gonna make a new blueprint, and I will use the Mark IIIs ready to go. In fact, I think what I'll do is I'll upgrade these machines to Mark IIs. Now I'm not really like, I've got no calculation going on for like the length of the thing, but I think that's okay. We're gonna go Mark II for the sorters as well. Yeah, I'll just make a new version of this blueprint. I suspect the output side for these probably don't need upgrades for anything we're going to be producing, because I think everything's got at this point, everything's got a pretty long production cycle. Sometimes you need to grab a lot of stuff, which is why I thought that might be worthwhile. But yeah, I'll upgrade that. And this really doesn't have to be fast, but with this one, the idea is I kind of expect not to have to hold on to the Mark 1s anymore. Okay, and then... should I just Mark III this part, actually? Maybe I just will. What the hell? Absolute future-proofing. Choose a second. Upgrade it. Oh yeah, the AoE one. Yeah. The AoE upgrade icon is very useful. Right, I guess even this, what I could do is I could set these sorters to use the number 1, number 2, and number 3 position in here. As long as I put the request in the right way. Oh yeah, these things are gonna have to get cleared as well. Can I copy and paste it? There you go. A null recipe. Perfect. Good. And then from here, I guess I always did a little jog. Thusly. I don't think I need this in my blueprint, the logistics distributor. I can probably get rid of that in my generic one. Should I add power as part of this design? I mean, I probably should. Oh, I do actually have some here, but let's make this look nicer. Yeah, we already had power, which is why it was blinking red. But I can put those in here. Let me do that. Clear this one. And that is connected there. Good. So now, and I don't want this part to be part of the blueprint, but we just need to do something so that in general, the go juice reaches this whole system. Okay, that looks okay to me. Yeah, no, I don't want to carry every kind of belt, which is why I'm standardizing away from the Mark I conveyor belts. I think the inserters are still probably fine because they are so much cheaper to make. I mean, so are the belts. And maybe I should just always just do everything in Mark IIIs at this point. I don't know. I mean, I think I just set all this up for Mark III belts, at least. Oh, no, hold on. I got some Mark IIs in there. Oh, was that here? There we go. Just on the one side. There we go. There. Now this whole thing is just Mark III belts. Do I have Mark III inserters? No, see, I'm not even at that point. And maybe, you know... You know what? You're right. Let's make this one, like, perfectly futured. I still have a blinky blinky? Oh! Really? Really? Yeah, okay, I guess so. Then you do this, and it's like, well, that's too long. And then you exit, and then it's fine. That looks the same to me. But now it's okay. Sure, game. Sure. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. There you go. That'll just upgrade the inserters. Perfect. Okay. So now... we'll blueprint that part. You're going to have as your icon still this. ILS builder block Mark II. Even though that's not what I call the other one, but that's okay. Save this. So I could delete this one. Perfect. Then, yeah, so now I can use and place this down. So now this is nice and blank, and it's got all the latest and greatest, which is good. Okay, so we're here to make particly broadband. Sorry, I saw a meme last week, and I made a joke that I would always start saying particles for these things, and I can't remember what the other one was. Molecules. Particles and molecules. So we need the cylindrical graphene thing, the green gems, and I believe that's plastic at the end. Carbon nanotubes. Green gems. Right here, crystal silicon. And that is indeed plastic. And we can stockpile up to 1,000 over here. And so we're gonna just... we have our list of demands. And all of it is being produced on our network. Good, so that's all coming in. And we are going to be supplying particle broadband with, yeah, no storage limit, that's fine. We can just make as much as we want. Done, done, done. I'm gonna fill in the bots for this. I didn't fill in the bots for the purple thing. We will probably do that when we go back to it. We are getting plastic, right? Yeah, okay, it's on its way. I think it's gotta come from further away. Isocles and bicycles. Oh, those are good. Barnacles? Yeah, I mean, we're just doing everything in the original Greek. And copy, paste, 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 paste. Too far to operate? Come on! Where's my range upgrades? There we go. Now, it's not terribly quick, so we could definitely make this longer. Well, we could if we weren't right here with the coal veins. Right now, as long as it's working, we're all good. And in theory, the stuff being delivered here, there you go. It's got the double arrows. I had this setup in place because originally some of my stuff wasn't being spray coated ahead of time. And I'm like, I may as well have it part of the design. Like, you know, theoretically, a lot of times it's going to be coming in all the way spray coated. That's fine, but I'm still going to want a block like this to spray coat the output. So it really doesn't cost us much more to do this. And it's sort of a whole belts and suspenders kind of thing. And yes, I can bury the vein if I, there you go, vein bury. I can do this and get rid of it. At the very least, I should probably extend it far enough to there, if nothing else. So what the heck, right? This is a little slower than I thought and might turn out to be our science bottleneck. Or it's going to be the other thing that the purple science needs, because who knows how quickly that's being produced. Bum, bum, bum. Ubicles, yeah! Oh, you guys are being really good at this today. Oh, there's a funky gap there in my blueprint. I might actually been able to scrooge things together a little bit more than I did. That's okay. Oh! This doesn't give me enough gaps for little power things. Okay, I'm not gonna modify my original blueprint because there's something very handy dandy about it, but all right. Oh, and already we're producing our information matrices. All of a sudden I'm having like memories of my of math classes, matrix multiplication and whatnot. Okay. So, there we go, right over here. Oh, there we go. Actually, we are definitely producing enough of this. Well, I mean, it comes in chunks, but I suspect we're gonna have plenty of this stuff. And I guess I could go and recover some of this inventory here, since we don't actually need that. Oh, I love the purple glow! Oh, this is very, like 1990s neon, what is that, there's that music style called? And like all those old 90s posters and things. So, no, it's sort of cyberpunky, but, there's a music genre, they have the subreddit about it that's really funny. Vaporwave! It's very Vaporwave right here. Come on! I can take a screenshot here. It'll be the cover of my my Vaporwave album. Yes. Vaporwave, best music genre ever. It's one of those. It's like I can't tell if Vaporwave is entirely sarcastic or completely enthusiastic and genuine. It's one of the two, and I can't tell which. What's the name of this album? This is obviously, the album name is loadingquill18.exe. All right. But yeah, Vaporwave is that like, yeah, 1990s, like Windows 95 or maybe 3.1 sort of aesthetic kind of whole vibe. All right, so, oh, you need to accept the purples and supply. Good. And we'll go ahead and load you up with vessels, because I got lots of vessels. I'm making the vessels in bulk now, and they're being delivered to me all the time. There you go. So as the purple cubes get made, there we go. And this is not all like upgraded to the latest stuff, but that's fine. It doesn't need it. I mean, maybe if we stack these, what was it, like 17 high? Then perhaps. But that's getting transferred over here. Yes, good. Oh! 1 and 2 and 3. There we go. And you know what? Maybe, just maybe, I know this is gonna be some advanced shit, but maybe I should get some sorters over here to actually pull this in. I know it's very daring, but we're gonna give it a try and see what happens if we actually have some sorters over on this. Let me just trim this back here. And give it some go juice. And then dump my personal inventory here. Good stuff. Oh, I have nothing in my research queue. I'm like, why isn't this all glowing? Shut up. Well, first let's start by researching research speed. Vroom. All right, there we go. Now, I suspect, as always, everything can be scaled up. Oh, first of all, I didn't realize I was already stacking these up to 7 high. So, I still not gonna go and, I think, automate production of the research labs, because they really are sort of kind of one-time things. There we go, and another 12. But we can go in and embiggen these various things. So tall. I mean, and really, everything should get upgraded the same way. But I'm going to prioritize the purple first, because we don't have a backlog of purple. There you go. Oh, am I still making them? Oh, I am. All right. I guess I will go and make sure that these inserters are to the max so that they can actually feed. They can yoink things quickly enough to feed to the top. Looks like it's the case though. Yeah, they're not working full time because the production cycle of this is long enough. Okay. And yeah, the output side of it doesn't matter anywhere near as much. God, this is so tall. Hotline Miami, Vaporwave. There's some of that aesthetic. Yeah. I kind of wish now that Pretzel Rocks has a Vaporwave channel. But it doesn't. Apparently it has a VHS channel. The heck is that? Hold on. Yeah, it says Epic 80s synth, but that's sort of part of the Vaporwave thing as well. That's excellent. Should upgrade the purple belt that goes into the tower. This one here? I mean, I don't think this was as necessary because it's mostly waiting on the actual production. What does green spray do? So what it does is it gives you extra. So you see this plus 20% right now because the tier I'm using. So, and you can see the secondary progression bar on the inside. So every 5 cycles, I get 1 extra purple cube for free. Well, for free. Because, I mean, I'm still making the sprayers and stuff. But yeah, the sprayers make all of your material just go a lot further. So it's kind of nice. There are different modes too. And make sure you need the Dyson sphere. Yeah, because it increases energy consumption by 70%. And switch. Yeah, if I hit this button, it makes it go faster, right? Yeah. So faster equals more raw throughput overall, but the production saves us some material. So yeah, we clearly aren't producing enough of the blue stuff quickly enough. Which we were doing. We're doing right next door over here, weren't we? Oh, that is the blue here. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do. As the oil? Yeah, there was some weird balancing. I did spend a lot of time adding some extra love to that. What I'm gonna do here. Can't see. Can I rotate my view when I'm in blueprint mode? Trying to see if this is lining up. Is that lined up? Again, I wish it... So this clearly is overlapping. I wish it gave you the red indicator right away of like... This is not working. There we go. That's working. Tap to switch anchor. Oh, yeah, that would help there. Okay. Yep, I see it. I could have just buried this coal, but... And actually, I'm going to have a hard time getting a miner in here. So maybe I should have just buried the coal. But it didn't turn out to be much more. Okay, this one, maybe. Actually, there you go. Now that should work. Oh, I didn't take the, I didn't copy the take stuff out inserter. Sorter. The in sorter. Also the out sorter. It's gonna be annoying because you do get a little, you see, I was gonna say, you do get a little yellow indicator when something is missing an input, but I don't think you get a notification like that when something is missing a, when something is full and can't unload. I don't know if you do. Maybe you still do. You do? Okay, cool. There you go. Double the rate at which we do this. This is a long production cycle. 8 seconds. Oh. Yeah, okay. That is quite slow. So, I mean, we could do more research speed, but at this point, the research speed is sort of limited by the inputs. I like the idea of the vein utilization to make our current ore veins last a little bit longer. Other than that, okay, I like the solar sail life so that we actually get ahead a little bit. And maybe we'll do a little bit more efficiency of the power as well. But now let's swing back over to our regular tech tree here. So what does this do? Allow ray receiver to consume graviton lens to increase the max power output. Okay. And this gives us a plane filter. Okay, we want to get to the gravity cube. We want to get to green science. So green science need... It must be the quantum chip. I thought this was just a crossover point, but it must be coming through the quantum chip. So it needs wave function interference, the quantum chip, the green science cube. Okay. Wowzers. Oh, bullseye. Launch total of 100k solar sails. Wow, is this ever crazy how this blue stuff, or the particle broadband, how slow it is. Oh, large factory, total power generation of 1 gigawatt. Maybe I should speed that up. Yeah, we can unlock the go to warp stuff too. Yeah. All right. We'll add it after some of this. Here, maybe like more power as well. Wow. Should really just double this up. Start building sphere only swarm. Just the swarm, I guess. Rack, yeah, let's see if we can make this bigger. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna copy the whole thing over. Just in case we end up with like input-output limits. Add with object. What object? Is it just too close to one of the transmit, the other ILSs? Oh, I have to wait on a delivery. You think it's the grid? It's still within the same 2 yellow lines. So I thought it would be okay. But yeah, maybe it's intercolliding. think the factories within the blueprints are colliding. Yeah, I guess I could place... Shift enter, place as much as possible. Ah, some of these factories. Just only worked with that specific curvature. All right, well, that's fine. Go, bots, go! I'm actually short of the tier 2 assembly machines, which I don't know if we produce. Oh, I'm not getting a graphene delivery either. Okay, so that's going to be something else to take a look at here. Yeah, one reason to keep the bigger gaps, even if they do fit. Yeah, I can see that now. So yeah, it's all the new ones that I didn't place. Maybe that's why the other ones were there. All the ones that I added in, they were the problem. Hold on. I thought I did set up... I probably did set up the tier 2 things, but maybe... No, there's no supplier for it. Nope, okay. Although I'm also confused why I'm not getting graphene out. I'm just out of range. That's why. Alright, I think for this we want to go to the South Pole. I still wish you could put, like, big marker signs. I just float above. They give you a little tell to where you are. I think the graphene production was somewhere over here. Oh, this is the one that's being produced from the fire ice, specifically. Yeah, baby. Now. Yeah, there you go. Now it's being delivered, yeah, so okay. No, 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 no. There you go. Lots of tier 2s. This warning here is because I didn't have a tier 2 for the blueprint. Which actually now convenient. If I turn this on, it'll send me an arrow to where we're going. It's like, hold on, how do we get there? Right, it's on the other side of the planet, basically, from where we are. Up a little more, we can enter solar sailor mode. Ooh, solar sail mode, not solar sailor mode. That's some sort of anime, I think. Are my construction bots not with me? Oh my god. My poor... There they... No, those are logistic bots. My poor construction bots were trying to chase me to North Pole, and now they're having to chase me back all the way almost to the South Pole. Oh, my poor little bots. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to abandon you. I'm a bad bot daddy. There we go. Many minutes later. Am I the baddie? Will did not keep Tamagotchis in the 90s. That's true. They definitely would have died. My poor Neopets are probably still out there starving to death. I like Neopets. What a great website. I mean, it was trash in so many ways. But also, it was good. Oh yeah, and if you don't want to do like designs for these people, there's a blueprint design website for this, just like there's for Factorio. That's like you can just Oops. Dang it. There you go. You can just go into your blueprint thing and you can import. If you go new empty blueprint. Okay, and then anyway, you can somewhere in this import. Oh yeah, copy and paste. This is a sharing string. So you can, if you make a cool blueprint, you can copy it and then paste it online and share with people, or the other way around. Okay. Just in case I picked up any trash. All right, there. You are operating. Inputs are good. They reach all the way to the end. I don't see any yellow lights. We have now doubled our particly broadband production. I still get the feeling it's not going to be anywhere near enough. Oh, I need to stuff you with machines. Hold on. Did that not copy from before? No, I guess that makes sense. You have to hand load those. Okay. Get those in there just to move things around. I find the blueprint system wonky in the game, so I use most of the time to drag copy stuff. Yeah, the problem is, so in something like Factorio, the blueprints work perfectly all the time because it's a flat planet. It is very tricksy and wonky here. Because of the inconsistent placement and grid stuff. But the thing is, I don't think there's any way around it. Yeah. As long as there's a grid that they're snapping to, I don't think there's a way to avoid the fact that sometimes it's just not going to work right. Bum, 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 bum. Cat. Ooh. Backlogged on purple. Okay, there we go. So we're now delivering the purple cubes faster than we can consume them. Anyway, we've got 1,000 in storage now. That's good. I'm still happy that I got the extra fiber optic stuff, the particle broadband stuff set up, because I assume other things are going to need it, and therefore we'll be happy that there's more production for it. All right. Look at him swirl. That looks really cool. I think blue is the issue now. Oh, yeah, probably because I never scaled. Oh, yeah, no. So I was going to say, probably because I never scaled up the height enough. That's kind of funny. Do these get in each other's way if I tried to make this bigger? No, it's because our inputs for blue were still the super old school way of doing it, and they're not getting anywhere near enough stuff anymore, which is kind of amazing. Stay away with me. Unlock upgrade to make solar sail last 2 hours. Oh, neat. And it's both parts of it. Yeah, which makes sense. I mean, look at this. Our input to blue science was 3 of these. Come on. Now, this thing, even when we add in the other 2 colored cubes, because one of them is like really weird, right? Endgame stuff. I need the green circuit boards and the magnetic coils. Let me put them at the bottom here. Green circuit board, right there. Magnetic coil just above it. Ask for like 1,000 of each to be stockpiled here, mostly just to make sure that the inputs are coming in quickly enough. I guess I don't have that production automated anywhere. All right, it's okay. We can do that now. Do. Hold on, it was there. That's weird. So a bunch just got delivered here, but I didn't see any in transit. Oh, now I do. Oh, and now I see this too. Maybe it doesn't turn to in transit until it gets picked up. Because some of our pods from here are going. Okay. I was really surprised because I thought I'd gone and set most of that up. There we go. I mean, it's probably still going to be a bit of a bottleneck here. There must not be enough supply for both of these. Again, I really wish I could put signs, because theoretically I've already got some of this set up somewhere, and I could just go and maybe expand. No, those are regular magnets. Oh, clearly, hold on. This actually, the regular magnets might be the bottleneck for the electromagnets. Yeah, although we're not getting enough input over here. Now we actually are probably running into problems of insufficient input material. So, time to ramp up protection. Everyone who has ever played this game like 1,000 times over. Yeah, the same as Factorio. You put in, like, you build, this is going to be way more than I'll ever need. Which is true for probably about 30 minutes. And then you're like, oh, I don't have enough. I think I should go to Sriracha Sprout and set up production there for more green circuit boards and more electromagnets. And the green circuits are not being sprayed? I thought they were. Oh. They would get sprayed if I brought them over here. You know what I should do? Just change. Who designed this whole mess over here? God! Such spaghetti! I'm gonna do something that's not really gonna help the spaghetti. It'll just be a different type of spaghetti. How far back do I need to pull this? There we go. Oh, that's not the way it's supposed to work anyway. Stupid. Yeah, it is. Mamma mia, that's a lot of spaghetti. What a patch job. Okay. There you go. So now both the stuff produced locally and the stuff shipped to us is getting sprayed over here and then going through the splitter, which let's not talk about. Oh my God. This is where my green circuits are coming from. So they're going from here to over there. Oh, yeah, okay. So I don't think I have a dedicated production for any of this. I think I just piggybacked on my sort of mall to do this. So we clearly need a dedicated area for this kind of thing. Okay. So in fact, what I'm going to do... on the bright side, it means we can get rid of a bunch of this spaghetti. So I'm no longer going to supply green circuits to this. In fact, I'll take it out of this completely. There we go. Now, let's go off-world and make the green circuit and the electromagnet coil production. Which actually, and I should probably not even... Oh, this is just if there's overflow over here. Yeah, I'm going to do this. There we go. And because we're not supplying these magnetic coils. And then over here too, this is if any doesn't get used. Yeah, I'm not going to supply any magnets this way either. Which, can I just get rid of this completely? I guess I can still supply copper ingots. Although there's probably a better place for it. And I suspect the copper ingots that are getting made here are also getting used for other things. Yeah, we just have a little splitter. They're already in there. What I might do is just kill the input here. Copper ingots will just get used locally for local stuff. I'm not going to tear this down. We got 10,000 here and I don't want to pick them up. So if anything needs copper ingots, eventually they can unload it from here. That's going to be okay. Helps if there's some in situ carbon for your manufacturing on site as well. That's a great point. Actually, and there is because I have set one of these up already before. All right, where are we going? We're going to Sriracha Sprout. Hopefully I have everything on me that I need to set this up. Let's see. I've got arc smelters. 32 is a lot. I don't know, probably need more. There you go. 25 arc smelters. Yeah, I'm gonna have to set up auto production and transfer of the Mark III inserters as well. Check supply demand chart for bottlenecks. Well, that's true too. Yeah. Can you sort this based on like differentials? That would be interesting. I guess these are matched because probably those belts are fully saturated, so they're fine. That's interesting. Fire ice production is 0. Is this only... Oh, by local planet. That's why. I'm clearly producing some of it, but... Some more graphs. Graph all the things. Okay, let's go to the other planet. Ah! Do not look directly into the sun. It's bad for eyes. It'd be funny if you could get hit by your solar sails. And fly close and inspect them. Let's see if we can fly through the cloud here. You hit the Dyson sphere once? Wow. Oh my god, look at them! Oh, that's so cool! Oh, we're gonna over... Nope, okay, we're fine. Everything's fine. Thump! Alright. Contact. Alright, so I do have array receivers and things set up on this planet, which is nice. And I do have some production of at least, yeah, I guess the raw material is being shipped up. I can't remember if there was anything else. And there's plenty more minables. But for now, let's set up a self-supplying little area with our blueprint here. I really have to pee. I kept thinking, oh, no, I can wait until the stream's over, but I think I might have to go pee. Oh, right, these are gonna need... Oh, no, they're not gonna need smelters, because we're gonna be making Graphene circuits, which will need steel in the #1 spot. Iron, whatever. Copper in the #2 spot. And I might not want to even put in the remote request because there's not that much of the other planet. I mean, long term, yeah, maybe. But for now, it's like, no, you can just grab it locally because it should be getting made locally. And yeah, there you go. Perfect. Let me max this out as well for the other side. Beautiful. Oh, I'm gonna end up accidentally deleting the machine. Oh, you can't like... For some reason it's weirdly tricky to click on these sorters anywhere else. Now, there should be a local supply of this. I thought I set that up. I guess I didn't, because otherwise I'd be spraying over here. We've got carbon on this planet, so I should be able to, as far as I know, make everything you need for Mark II proliferators. If you just got carbon, right? I'm not sure. It's okay, because on the receiving ends, well, it means we're not multiplying these inputs. But on the receiving end, I've got as a safety feature the green circuit thing basically everywhere. Like wherever we're accepting green circuits, it should be getting pulled in. What am I looking for here? Oh, green circuit supplies. There we are. No coal here? Okay. I'll go and put like the full demand everywhere. I'm hoping it like checks the planet first before doing an interstellar demand, but I don't know if that's the case. All right, I can definitely stretch this out way longer. What are the devices with the blue-looking torches above them? Oh, these things? These are wireless power towers. They transmit power like further away, and they also recharge me if I'm close, which technically saves me some of my hydrogen capsules, but no, something else? Dang. These things? Right here? So these are the satellite power transmitters. They have a big radius. And yeah, I might just request the green stuff from another planet. In fact, I've got an extra input over here. I don't... No, they do get added to the logistics network. So if I do this and set some number and put in a demand, there we go. We do see some coming over here. That's right, we do. So then I can just output... I guess into a sorter. There we go. Now I can feed into this one, you know, as a bit of a short form, but what I'm going to do also, I guess I have to hand load these. I forgot about that. Yeah, I built a couple of these blueprints. I forgot to like load in my logistics bots. So once these arrive here, this filter could be auto set. Oh, it's actually... How did it guess? Oh, did I copy from one to the other? I don't know. But distribute to other distributors. There we go. Load those in. And yeah, eventually these proliferator Mark IIs will be delivered. Then they'll get loaded into this, which will distribute it locally to this and any others like it. Okay. Oh, there we go. So yeah, this little cycle is a little bit dumb, but that means now on this planet we have the ability to have some of these sent around. Okay. So... And yeah, I could just pump into the other one. But... I need more little baby bot upgrades, so I have more little baby bots to leave behind and mistreat. Hey. Why do these lights turn blue? Do they just do that a certain amount of time after they get installed? So I just noticed there was blue and then there wasn't, and then as I was getting ready to talk about it, I noticed lights coming on. Just a time thing? The belt level. Like how full they are? Is it the day-night cycle? The lights come on at night? The thing is, all these answers are cool. I don't know which one of them is true, but they all sound awesome. For each one I want to say, oh, that's a nice touch. Why yellow? Oh, what do we... Are we consuming all of this? Because this is as upgraded as it gets. Oh, well, apparently this is as far as we can go. Cycle time on this is... That's the raw cycle time, though. That is not the cycle time for the Mark II. Or is it? Maybe it is. It's almost getting to the end. Oh! Maybe now that these are filling up, it might trickle all the way to the end. Yeah, okay, there we go. All right. Just barely. Oh, fucking the stacks. I always forget about the stacks, too. Although, that won't help here. I don't think. Well, I suppose I could, because I could output from more than one and then stack them and then recombine them onto a belt. But it looks like we're going to be okay. And the input, oh my god, it's so fast. Brrr. Sure, now no one's requesting these green things. Then weren't we having an issue with that? Does an upgrade to logistics station can output bigger stacks? Wait, really? So it'll output a stacks, like it'll output pre-stacked stuff? That's cool. Mark II manufacturer speed of 1, so it's a cycle time of 1. Wait, what is this? What is the speed of the Mark I? Huh. Okay, so we sort of need another one of these, although it is going to end up being different. Let me plop it down over here. 0.75. Oh. So I was doing some of the math with my my assemblers before that was probably like off. Hold on. Any processors here? Oh, the orange ones. Oh, maybe. Right, because the processors are actually... Oh, because they use silicon, yeah. I do not have enough Tesla coils. I should have picked up some more before going. They do produce those. All right. Oh. I think we have power shortages on this planet here. Oh yeah, do we ever? Well, that's fine because... never mind, I don't have any ray receivers. All right, we'll sort it out after. So over here... I think what's gonna happen here... I can just do it with raw input. I've got copper veins and iron over here. Rather than feed it... Yeah. Yeah. Oh. I think I should just... set up a new smelting thing. Am I out of stuff? Okay. That's fine. So yeah, this just smelts some iron into magnets. I should probably just make another trip here because of the power shortage, but... I guess there's no tier 2 miner because instead what you do is you just get your vein utilization upgrades. Can I get that? There we go. I know like they'll overlap here, but that's fine. Oh, that's right. People did say there is something. I'm ending up with some of these Mark I conveyor belts from time to time because while I'm doing other upgrades, I'll just use some Mark IIs here. I'm getting some of these back. So I suspect the Mark I's coming out of the miners would have been more than fine here. I'm gonna have enough belts for all these operations, but I'll have to make a trip home for the ray receivers anyway, apparently. Alright, so you're here to make magnets. Do I want to do the spray thing here? I suppose I should, right? Splitter stack display each ways? I don't think they do. Or yeah, I can just do more geothermal too. I mean, it's just convenient to do the ray receivers because like the whole thing is to scale the frack out of this. But I probably should just get a little bit more geothermal. I got some solar. I don't like clearly here, not enough to wrap around the entire equator, but I could do that. I could get a bunch of solars to finish the equator thing, then get some geothermal just to avoid putting any more stress on the Dyson system for now. Magnets. How do they work? Well, it has to do with electron spin. But that's not as funny. And really just leads to like a follow-up question. What the fuck is electron spin? Right? Yeah. But I guess that's the rabbit hole of particle physics. Every answer is just more question. Okay. I think we can just use the Mark 1s on this, right? I mean, definitely. Oh, I don't like that those offset. Although it will be handy if I decide to make it. No. It looks stupid, therefore I hate it. I can't drag anymore. Is there just a limit to how far I can drag? From like where I start? Because I'm not out of bits. And even moving didn't solve it. Yeah, science, Mr. Quill. Up to 15. It's just a hard limit. It has nothing to do with distance. All right. Okay. Yeah, let's go and... I don't have a ray receiver, something that's made regularly. But, man, what about the others? Can I can make 2 whole solar panels. Let me go ahead and do that. Where's the equator? Oh, there's my solar panel. Like, I was right next to some. Where the hell did they go? I guess the other thing is I'm going to want some more foundations. Here, I can place 1 whole one without doing more foundation stuff. Okay. Geothermal. Well, I need copper. I know there's crap tons of copper on this planet, so... All right. Well, that's how I'm making. I'm finally going to go pee. I'll be right back. Enjoy chair. And we're back. I hope everyone enjoyed chair. All right. So let's slap down some of these things. I guess if it, like some of them end up below 100, it's not the end of the world. So yeah, there's no overlap. It's okay. There's a minimum distance. But other than that, they don't lose efficiency if they're too close. I think I remember that from the first time we were placing them. That was 90 something. That was good enough. Okay. How about over here? Oh, no. I missed the sweet spot there. All right. How are we looking? Oh. Wait, are you not connected to the same grid? Or are we like... Oh! Maybe we're just ridiculously short of power while the ILSs were charging. Because we fine now. We're like ridiculously more than fine. Is there a way to check to see if I've accidentally made multiple grids on a planet? Man, as far as I know, it's all interconnected from pole to pole. Yeah, all right. I guess we're fine. You export some of that power home. I mean, home, we're doing okay. We got a lot more of the array receivers. Okay, now I've lost where I was working. I gotta learn to like write down coordinates before I start moving around. Well, it was quite near the equator. It's at the end of the solar panel line. There you go. Which I actually can't see on the orb here. Where the hell did I move to? Hang on, we'll get there. There we are. Okay. Right, I still need more foundation if I'm going to continue this, but let's put that one down for now. And then over here, we'll set up a copper smelting array. What would be faster? Copying the iron one and then changing the instructions in the smelter for what they're making? Or just putting one down and then copy and dragging? I think copy and dragging is going to be faster. We got a nice line here and we want to get closer to the magnets, so we'll assume we're meeting up somewhere over here. Balance it when we get there. Well, balance. I'll shove them into a splitter and pretend that it's balanced. So I could do 2 here. And by 2, of course, I mean 3. I do miss the belt balancers from Factorio when I'm doing this, because they feel very satisfying. It's like I need an 8x8 perfectly balanced system of splitters and belts to maximize throughput. Cool. There's a well-established, scientifically proven design for that. Love it. Thank you. Appreciate it. And I know I can push R to change the modes on these, but I get kerfuffled when I do that sometimes, so I'm not gonna. So yeah, I'm just gonna bring it closer to the edge here, and then we'll get set up for the smelting. Oh, and I know where to get magnets. By the time I go through the process of like, okay, wait, how do I want it? Do I want it this way? Do I want it that way? By the time I've like gone through that, I'm like, I can just click. At least for me personally. Like, when I discovered the R mode, I was like, this is great, I'm gonna use it all the time. And I'm like, no, I don't know why. I just end up going faster the other way. Probably just a muscle memory thing, if I use it more often. Can you disable the diagonal? Actually, that's something that would kind of do it for me. Because if it was just alternating between the two 90-degree modes, I think I would use this a lot more. It's the diagonal mode, which admittedly is super cool, and I should probably use it more. But I don't wanna. I don't like it. I don't like the diagonal. I just don't want the two square angles, and I'd like to swap between those two. Yeah, diagonal is cheaper too, I'm sure. This isn't about efficiency, Rhino. This is about it feels good. Therefore, that's what I'm doing. Oh, right. I was grabbing some material to do Tesla towering. You do that. Dun, dun, dun. Silly engineers coming in here and ruining my good times with one to be actually efficient and all. Right, you plop those down. Go. Good stuff. All right. And you're being sprayed. Let's go on this side. It's a little further away, but it still works fine. One thing I noticed, you can actually see the circle of where like the power connection is. Unless I'm imagining it and that's just something else that's happening there. Okay, now these two have to kiss to become electromagnets. Now, I still think we're probably going to extend this area over here. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that with like the ramp stuff. You have to get sprayed over here too. Well, what I'm going to do is this. Bring this over this way. Well, yeah. Lack of items. I don't have the means. Oh, I do have the means to make more of these. Let's do that. Still a yellow one in the way. Or Mark 1. I mean, I think they are yellow, but I'm used to thinking in terms of, like, yeah, RimWorld terms. Yellow belts, red belts, blue belts. I think that'll catch that one. Yeah, there we go. Just barely. Now, I did get this material right? Yeah. Is it 1 of 1? Oh, it is 2 of the rings, so I'm happy that's in the close... could that be closer? Yeah. Yeah, so it's gonna go on YouTube. I just haven't gotten around to processing everything. Yeah. I think that's reaching that one. And yeah, I'm just gonna throw this into an ILS over here. I mean, we could route some locally to the other place, but ultimately we're gonna want... You know what, I'm gonna go like way over here, because I have a feeling this could probably do more throughput. Hey, wait, yeah, what? What happened with my inserters? What did I F up? I'm sure that's what happened. Okay, those all got one, and on the other side, those all got one. Oh, the belts hadn't been placed yet. So like, but it skipped some. Some had it, some didn't. But yeah, okay, if they were in the process of being placed, that would make a lot of sense. Boom. Boom. Supply, supply. Gorgeous. Oh, hang on, you need to be sprayed. No! No! Stop. Dun, 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 dun. Have your products sprayed and neutered. Ooh. Yeah, okay. All right. And there you go. All right. We are now transmitting these things. We're now transmitting these things. There we go. So we're picking up, but we weren't delivering is what was going on there. Good. That. There's a starry star night for you. I'm gonna supply just magnets and copper plates as well. Yeah, I might. Not a bad idea. I guess just anything that flows through. I might as well, right? Well, you know what? I'm gonna have to make a trip home for some material. Although I could have them flow in with just yellow super slowly, so that it still preferentially feeds these. It's almost like a sort of an intentional bottleneck slash like priority system almost. I have those things being delivered to me when I'm on the home planet, but not so much here. How much power does the sphere generate right now? So generation capacity is 1.52 gigawatts. 100% satisfaction now, because we're up to 42,000 solar sails. This is good. So I think at the start of the stream we had about 20,000, and yeah, it was not full satisfaction yet. Yeah, these have already made it past the machine I've got, but I think I still want to put a little choke on here so that it doesn't flow through immediately. I'm fine with it going a little slower here. You know what? There's going to be another issue because I can't flatten this, and I'm assuming, well, I can make it go cockeyed. It's fine. Sorry, I don't know if that's a good term or not. I can make it go like crooked over here. Like just realized that was potentially an old-fashionism that is Not cool. My bad. Boom. 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 Fill up the other side, please. Come on, you can do it. There you go. Okay, I've run into this before. I can't grab the belt from the end. Because that's not there. Like, I can start it just after, but it wants to lock on there. I'm not sure that it can delete it. All I've ever done whenever I've put myself in this situation is deleted the everything. Oh, I guess, oh, you know what? I did figure out one way that makes it slightly less annoying than deleting all this and wasting some of your proliferator, is just delete from further back and then do that. And these are regular magnets and some extra copper being fed in there. Yeah, there you go. Okay, and yeah, I'm happy with a little bit of a bottleneck here. It's fine, just in case, you know, whatever. I don't know. It's probably silly, but I'm a very silly person, so I'm gonna do that. No. All right, let's go home. All this because our turns out, yeah, our blue science was being underfed, but that was more of a symbol of like all kinds of other things in our system was being underfed. Oh yeah, I better set a target first. Take off! Take off! Oh! It was being sprayed already, you're right. I mean, it doesn't hurt other than the fact that I've just put down a couple extra sprayers and they're holding a bunch of goop that doesn't need to be there. But oh well. Yeah, we did the green circuits first before I just did the electromagnets, right? I hope? I think? Boom. Random solar panel. Because at one point I had one in my inventory. I'm like, I'm just going to splot it down somewhere. Just funny coincidence that we happen to land on top of it now. Okay. And the one thing I love about my like science highway is I can always follow this to figure out where my my mall is. Right? Very convenient that way. Looks like red is being underserved now. It might just be that it's not as tall as the others, but it would not surprise me. Red is the one that needs oil products, right? And oil has been like... Oil is really annoying in this game. Because it lacks some of the logic-based behavior that you can program in something like Factorio for the cracking jobs. They're very tricksy. Red's the first one. No, blue's the first one. Red's the second one. Right? There you go. So yeah, and yeah, you can see it's a hydrogen shortage here. I don't know if I have... Now, it would be really nice, and I don't think that's in here. It would be nice if in this somewhere, it told you how much material was available in your logistic network. You know, like, oh, you have 30,000 units of iron sitting in your logistic stations. And I don't think there's a place you can get that, right? So yeah, we can get hydrogen from gassy sprout. And we are somewhere. Well, we get... You know what? You're right. I don't think we're processing that hydrogen. Now, we've got an interstellar station right here. So, I mean, right away, first of all, I'm sure you're right. we can probably put in a request. There you go. A request for hydrogen. I wonder where the sanest place to inject it in the system is. It's probably fine to drop it right here. Or, I mean, feed it into the side of this thing. That's actually probably the best thing to do. Oh, shit. Dang it. I forgot there was a filter on that. Okay, you filter refined that way. Now you should be fine. Or you will be. Okay. There you go. That means the hydrogen will flow that way. Because I just wanted the hydrogen from this to feed in there. Oh, yeah, there's not a gap there. Not on grid. Oh, you can't make that hop? I guess it needs a little bit more of a run up to it. Oh, is it because it's got a kink in there? And I'm like, hold on, am I kink? Wait, why aren't you hopping over this? Is it because of this tropic line? What? Huh. Huh. And that makes sense that it's just a little too close. We have to do a little jog around this way. There we are. There we are. All the hydrogen you can eat from a gas giant. Good. And we're also using the logistics network and things to send some of the graphite around, so that should be okay now. But I really should produce more of the science labs. 'Cause yeah, these can all be stacked a lot higher now. Did a jog around my neighborhood, it was awful? Yeah. What a terrible, terrible thing. So I guess while that's happening, I will go and do... I know that I'm grabbing some inserters that aren't part of all this. I'm like, I may as well go and make sure all these inserters are maxed. Ooh, quantum chips! More powerful computing power, ultra fast. Okay, so we have green chips, yellow chips, now we have blue chips. Ooh, I want chips. We need red chips because ketchup chips are my favorite flavor. I mean, we may as well stack these to the max now. We might still get input starved though. In fact, there you go. Actually, we might not be getting enough graphite anymore, because this was backlogging, and so we're feeding some in here. I guess we're still prioritizing over here, but part of me is like, Can't set a range, huh? Wait, if I set to storage, does it work as a range? No, the storage is just, it acts as a storage bin and it doesn't involve the supply network at all, right? Because it'd be nice to set mins and maxes. I'm gonna move the storage chest on top of the splitter because they were already there and I didn't want to have to unload like a billion of these. Literally, and I was like, fuck it, I'll just stack a few on there. So, I mean, this whole thing was just a patch for capacity before. I think this was in place before this part. But anyway, it's not as relevant anymore, but there it is. Okay, so you are being fully saturated. Okay. Maximum redness. Yeah, I need to... I want to get some energy exchangers just in my pocket ready to go. Alright, now, let's head back over to here. So, is this going to let me stack? Okay, it is. It doesn't care about collisions over here. That's funny. It looks like it should. Fuel oil reserve tank by the Red Science Factory looks like it might be almost full. Might need more tanks soon. Perhaps. Now, of course, the solution isn't to have more tanks. Although, I mean, as a temporary solution, sure. It's to somehow try to regulate the throughputs here better, which... I don't know if it'd be viable, but... Yeah, I find the oil balancing really tricksy. I mean, I guess... I was gonna say you could do it with math, but math. Secondly, not really, because like on a local individual production chain, I guess you could, but the production chains tend to be bigger than just a single thing. Like, so many things need oil, and you've only got so many places where you can like extract oil. So long in tanks for all the oil products. Or there, yeah, I'll throw some thermal power plants next to them, burn whatever excess is coming out. And that actually does seem pretty popular. It feels like, it like hurts my heart. And that'll only work if you're like on a grid that's not 100% satisfaction, right? Because like if you add in more of the ray receivers and things like that, then there's just not going to be a power draw, and so you don't end up burning them there anyway. Like it works early on, and we did do some of that. Yeah, different text change how the chain works. That is true. Okay, that's that maxed out. Go and do the other bits too after. So right now we're doing okay. Oh, current tech only needs blue and purple? No. Are you just not grabbing fast enough? That is probably exactly the case. This side had the fully upgraded ones. I forgot to upgrade the second side. Ah! There's no way I have enough for this. Really? I guess it gave me a preview. Oh. Now it's not. Oh, maybe if I don't have enough, it doesn't highlight. Do. That's weird. I actually have to exit the upgrade tool, then go back into it for the mouse over indicator to work. Oh. Okay, that. Huh. Now at least it's showing me that it's all one, but yeah, here it's not. Yeah. Check the +1. Yeah, it's on +1. I could go all the way up to +2 to do it all in one, but yeah, we clearly don't have enough. It's funny, when you go and click and drag blueprints, it doesn't let you do it if you're missing some, but it will let you do a partial upgrade of belts, even though that's... stupid and unhelpful. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. Or if it told me in the thing how many it's going to need, but it doesn't. The best thing you can do is after it's upgraded, hold it and try to see if it's all one giant upgrade color. And apparently you have to exit the upgrade system and come back into it. Or is it a maximum range? Oh, yeah, it might be a maximum range. Oh. Which, I mean, I guess I understand that there could be some limitations. It still makes this a little awkward. That's fully upgraded. So I guess the thing to do is make sure to start at one end. And every now and again... Oh, see, it missed a little bit there. Look at that. There's a little run of 4 right here it didn't do. Because I'm out of belts. Ooh. Max build range also applies for upgrades. I mean, my bad for, like, having such a long, stupid-ass belt in the first place. I'll give him that. It's pretty crazy. Okay, so that's all the same. Oh. Well, actually, now it might just be, like... Yeah, now it's just backlogging. Because some of this may not have needed red. This one does. Oh, shit. Is there another easier way to tell? Now, there are colored lights. See, right here. This is a Mark 1, right? Yeah. Right, because I didn't do the yellow belts. Ooh. There's probably a better way to try to identify the situation, but I ain't there right now. Yeah, easiest way, not have planet-long belts. Yeah. Fair. But at the same time, again, every time I see the belts, like, oh, I love being able to see it. I wouldn't need these planet-long belts anymore if you could have little signposts. I really want little signposts. And be like, here there be your plastics industry. Oh, yeah, let's, now I do need to switch it up to the +2, which I should have done before starting this area. Oh, it's even got a double arrow. That's nice. Oh, 1 tile wide foundation make ladder. Right, but I still can't see that from a distance, right? Because, like, my thing is, like, if I look over here, I can see, oh, yeah, there's copper veins over there, right? Off. Thank you, UI. There's copper veins way off in the distance. I want to be able to put tags like that. Like, custom. That's what I want. That you can't do, yeah. And I don't think that would prove to be something difficult. I just think they, like... You know, they just haven't gotten around to it. Or maybe it wasn't their to-do list until now. They were just waiting for some brilliant and handsome live streamer to come up with the idea. That's what I'm going to go with anyway. Look at these pretty colors. So now, we're not actually researching, so can't confirm one thing or another. So I don't have green science yet, because we just unlocked gravity matrices. Which wouldn't surprise me if it'll turn out... Oh! Plane filter smelting technology? When monopoles pass through the plane filter, they produce a quantum effect of self-organizing and can generate a there's some... Yeah. Generate a thermodynamic negative temperature flow. Using this technology, process of ores, smelting, or purification can be greatly accelerated. Cool. Photon spotlight mining technique. Ooh, I need green for that. Mesoscopic quantum entanglement is a quantum chemical plant. All right. So I'm guessing a lot of these are the tier 2 versions of things. Assembly machine Mark III. Vertical launching silo. Use small carrier rocket to launch the Dyson sphere components to form the Dyson sphere frames and nodes. Ah! Okay. So we start Dyson sphering. Okay, we don't have green cubes yet. Get warp technology. So, are you talking about a specific technology here, or are you talking about an upgrades one? Because I thought we got... Okay, this is to view. That's energy. Oh, it'll be drive engine here, right? Mecha warp. Oh shit, which it didn't even need anything past yellow. But this needs green, so I can't do this one. This is just faster warp. I'm making purples, right? Not greens? I can queue those up. Okay. Unlocks Mecha Warp. Oh! There we go. I love these glowings. I guess I don't get glass shipped to me. Makes sense. I don't usually need it. I think the inserter's out of yellow. Oh, maybe. Yeah, I was upgrading the belts, but maybe I'm missing some of those inserters. Yeah. Okay, cancel the glass deliveries. Oh, that's not fully stacked either. Hold on, I might need more glass. Looks like I need 8 more of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I don't know if the purples were stacked to the sky. I feel like the answer is no. Actually, with yellow, the inputs are... Oh! Right, these chemical plants, they're so annoying because they take so much space. This is such a long stack of these plants. Actually, I think... Am I missing one? That's 9. 9, yeah, 9 and 9. Such a long stack, and they go so slow! I think this was pre-proliferation as well. Yeah. Which could help a little bit, but still. Like, oh my god. These things suck. I have an organic crystal veins nearby system. Okay, that's a good point. Maybe they're intended to be horrible because the point is really to get these organic crystals from beyond the stars. I think we just unlocked the Mark II chemical plant. Or no, it's in the queue. It's in the queue. We probably can't make it. But yeah, so in theory... Oh, shoot. See, this is just a planetary one. See, now I'm like, why did I do planetary? I would have wanted the other, just an interplanetary one right from the start. Because, yeah, not being able to upgrade from one to the other is... It feels bad, man. But I guess at this point, there's no reason I can't just smash this and replace it. It's supposed to take in titanium ingots. Cool. Let's do that. Oh, shit. I'm out of the... Interstellar ones anyway. Oh. When I started getting mined organic crystals, I saved so much oil, it's not even funny. Oh god, I bet. Oh man. I need a button that just, like, upgrade everything on every planet simultaneously. Save me some clicks. I'm not seriously asking for that, but I'm not entirely joking either. Ooh. Oh, yeah. So, titanium ingots. There we go. And organic crystals. No organic crystal supply right now. but future-proofing. There you go. So, do I have any random garbage? Yeah, random oil I can put in there. Wow, my inventory is so full. Oh, I did pick up this titanium. That didn't help. I have an obscene amount of copper that I randomly got along the way somewhere. So that can be cleaned up, but we can wait until after. That sounds like post-stream quill duties here. Be able to click on distance search. I think we are just researching that now. We just did. There you go. View vein reserves and planetary systems within 6 light years. So yeah. Is this the best view? Oh, there you go. There's drive engine 4. So will it show up in these if they're there? Organic crystals. There you go. New pin you? Always show label? Ah, okay. There you go. So if I do that, I can remind myself that that's a thing. Oh, you've got a bunch too. Also, optical grading crystals? Did Accurate have that? No, but it has spiniford stalagmite crystals. Alright, so both these are quite cool. And yeah, and we can zoom in. How do I... Oh, there you go, view. Woo! So many planets. So wait. There's an ocean of sulfuric acid. So presumably I can make like water pumps that pump sulfuric acid instead of producing it? There you go. More like small puzzles, but that's correct. Whoa. Okay, it's after 4. Our next live stream's on Wednesday, and we're clearly gonna want to get our warp on. So it's got 2 recipes. One's got... Oh, it can actually burn gravity matrices into space warpers. Okay. Or I can use graviton lenses, which uses diamonds, which are fine and easy to make. Start with coal, get diamonds. The other thing is strange matter, which I believe uses deuterium, which we aren't currently making, but is apparently a simple process. Insert hydrogen, get deuterium, gathered from gas giant orbit. Do some gas giants just have deuterium? Because gassy sprout does not. There's fire, ice, and hydrogen. Okay, only some. Lenses 1-to-1 or turn into green cube get 8-to-1. Yeah, but what do you need to make the green cube? You know, like... Oh! Green cubes use graviton lenses. Oh! Okay, so there's no reason to do this recipe at all. Because if you're making graviton lenses, combine them with a quantum chip, probably. Right? Yeah, I saw the ×8. But my question, the thing was just not knowing what a green cube took. I assumed this was because green cubes were stupid expensive. And I mean, they're not cheap, but this is half their cost. So yeah, certainly we want to do exactly this. What is a graviton? Oh yeah, that. Yeah. So actually, this is going to be fine because I can do just more of my little self-contained little pods here to do the entire green cube process. I might want to set up like, well, I don't know how many warpers you end up using. I don't know if you need like a bajillion of them, or I could just have a little parasitic yoink off the green science line, and that's all we need to do. Oh, I was gonna go and put more on my little yellow stack, right? Which probably, I mean, it's still, this actually still does not gonna have the input, so it's kinda not that relevant. Yeah, as I say, I'm gonna be short 3 now because of what I just did, but what the heck, let's go and have 1, 2, 3 of those. I'll put it on top and that'll be good enough. Clearly I haven't studied the blue chips yet. Well, and that's true. Maybe the blue chips are so ridiculously expensive that part of me is like, you know what? And actually, maybe the thing to do is to whip out a few... so I don't know how many warpers you need for things. Maybe the thing to do is you whip out some graviton lenses first, because maybe that's easier to set up. Build a few warpers so that you can make your first trip somewhere else and get like more of the raw material, the rare materials that you need for stuff. And then you set up your real warpers line. Yeah, exactly. Handcraft a few warpers, mass produce green later. 1 per trip? Wow. That is surprisingly lightweight. So, yeah, as soon as I have any deuterium, and I just can't make deuterium by hand, but even that's doesn't seem too bad actually. Assuming you have the power. It's a whole other thing. I mean, we'll prep for the trip, but I think that's going to be Wednesday. I think Wednesday we'll do our first warp one way or the other. 1 per trip until you burn through your energy and drop out of warp. So a warper just what? Initiates the warp, but then you have to have enough energy sustained to make it. I mean, in theory, I'm going to have, you know, all the, yeah, I have all the mecha core upgrades that I can possibly have. And I will have all the energy circuit upgrades I can possibly have. Well, it'll be interesting to see. Maybe it's going to be the episode where Quill gets lost in the infinite void of space. But that is going to be Wednesday. For now, we're going to raid a Kiss for Lux channel where presumably some streaming is going on over there. It's a Kiss for Lux streaming some Hogwarts Legacy. So let's go, let's give her some love. Let's be awesome. And I'm going to see you guys on Wednesday for some warping. Bye-bye, everyone. Where's my end screen? There it is.